get started because we have a very, very tight schedule tonight, so we're going to go ahead and get everything started. I appreciate your patience while we're waiting for technology to be our friend. My name is Willie Dennis. I am the co-director and co-creator of the Jazz Art Writers South Festival, which we call Jaws Fest. We want to thank you all so much for coming out to Jaws Fest tonight as we celebrate jazz, stories, and poetry. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any live musicians to join us tonight because people are in transit, but that's okay. We kind of got some soundtrack, and we're going to leave some soundtrack on. So I appreciate everyone being here this evening. So we're going to go ahead and get some things started, and of course, we're going to make sure to do some homework. So I got to do all that stuff up front because we got to get out of here this evening. So let me do my job first. All right. So first thing is, we again appreciate you being a part of the Jaws Festival. Jaws Fest, of course, is for Jazz Art Writers South. So we celebrate local jazz, we celebrate local art musicians, and we celebrate, of course, our Southern culture here in the South Alabama. And we're very, very proud and very pleased to have been a part of everything going on here. I want to make sure to thank the South Alabama University Art Galleries for giving us this amazing space. These spaces here are provided to us free, and as you know, we have several spaces we are in, so let's do that. We're, of course, very, very pleased to be in room 181 and have used the auditorium at earlier events this season. And we also have 3 galleries of art. So we have the gallery of art here on the first floor featuring Brian Argo and Scott Bruce. On the second floor, we have our thank you and appreciation of spoken word, which is our living poetry exhibit. And on the third floor, we have our Jaws Youth exhibit, which is artwork by the people under the age of 18, local students in Mobile County Public Schools, and also Washington County. And that is over 219 pieces of artwork done by children under the age of 18. So we're very, very excited and very pleased with seeing that growing. There are 100 pieces there right now because we have sent some things into Mobile Arts Council for them to begin to display whatever they like to do. So when you go upstairs to the third floor, you'll see it's a little bit pared down, but we're very, very, very excited still because we were able to contribute so many pieces back to Mobile Arts Council for their fine appreciation. So we're very, very grateful for that. I do also want to make sure to talk about the homework. So that is, of course, when you walk in the room, please sign in. We appreciate knowing that you came here today. There might be a reason or two why that is, so please be patient with us. And then we also ask you to please take a survey. The survey allows you to give us feedback about what we did tonight, how you enjoyed tonight, what all went on tonight, helps us plan for the future. We're looking to make sure we can do better and make sure we can do possibly bigger if we can. That's always what we're looking to do. So I think that is all of my homework. Oh, I'm forgetting. I have forgotten something very, very important, which is in 2 days. So first I'll say thank you again for coming tonight, but please enjoy a fine Juneteenth celebration tomorrow. The library will be closing tonight at 7 o'clock. That's why we have to leave here early. But everything will be closed on campus on Wednesday for the Juneteenth celebration. And then we'll close our festival in fine style on Thursday night at Laidlaw Performing Arts Center with a jazz concert performed by Andrew Ayers. Again, it's going to be at Laidlaw Performing Arts Center. That concert is at 6 o'clock p.m. We have stopped ticketing. We're actually accepting donations at the door for Thursday night. So that's Thursday night, 6 p.m., donations accepted. And it's going to be a fantastic, fantastic concert. Just a little bit of history about Andrew Ayers. He's a student of the Jazz Studio. The Jazz Studio is an offshoot of the Excelsior Band and their outreach program. And they help to expose students to jazz and help them become better performers, better people, all around great functionality. That's what they do for the students in the Jazz Studio. So we're very, very pleased to have Andrew performing because he's a student of the Jazz Studio, former student of the Jazz Studio, current student at the University of South Alabama. So we're very, very pleased about that. And again, he's an awesome, fantastic jazz performer. So it's going to be a great, great concert. I want to encourage as many people to come out to that as they possibly can. So enough of me rambling. That's all of the homework I can think that I have. Yes, Ron?
If we do run past 7, it's okay. I've already worked out with Andy.
Okay, thank you.
I'll be letting people out.
Okay, thank you. We do have some way to get dismissed tonight, so we appreciate not having the doors locked up and lights turned off on us tonight. But we'll go ahead and get things started with some jazz, stories, and poetry. And as you know, we try to leave this to be as much open mic as we possibly can. I didn't pull up a poem yet, so I'm going to open the floor to any poets or person who'd like to tell a story or has a nice anecdote they'd like to share. Anyone that has anything to share, let me give just a couple of minutes for them to come on up. And sometimes we have Brother Genio. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a treat with us tonight. This is going to be Brother Genio Williams. He is the former president of Spoken Word in Mobile. Let's welcome him. Let's have
Good evening.
Good evening.
I was with Brother Dennis yesterday at the DIP library references for kids, and he was telling me about jazz and poetry. I like jazz and I like poetry. So that's all he had to say. That means I was going to show up. And like he said, I was president of I was over the spoken word of poetry for a good little while at the Tomville Branch Library. When they did the poetry anthology, I put some poems in that poetry anthology also that came out last year. So I have a couple pieces in there. But Barefoot Poet, Ms. Gibson is the person in charge now. So I kind of backed away from it because I felt like it was time for some new energy. But I still support them, whatever they do. Anyway, I like New Orleans. And some years ago, a friend of mine, named the guy Mingo, he and I went to New Orleans to get with those, fellowship with the poets in New Orleans. And I won't say I wrote this poem that particular time, but I think I did. Either I wrote it right before I went to New Orleans or right after I left New Orleans. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The title of this poem is Jazzing Out. Lay me down in a big white coffin. Place a trumpet by my side. Take me onward home to glory. Take me out in jazzing style. Let the sax man take a bow as he serenades to me. Let the drum lady beat her pace as she thought forever free. Let the piano man tune his keys. Let the songstress blare carefree. For the order of the day is to do this thing for me. Let them step and strut in profile. Let them style and sway with glee. For the order of the day is to do this thing for me. That you do this thing for me. That you do this thing for me. For the order of the day is to do this thing for me. When they see the band approaching, when they hear the blaring sound, they would all come a-running to see what it's all about. As they stop and turn in sequence to the rhythm of the beat, and stop and wave both hands with dumping of the feet. That you do this thing for me, that you do this thing for me. For the order of the day is to do this thing for me.
All right. Thank you, Brother Genio. And as you can see, he's got that binder there, so there's all kinds of treasures in there. He's definitely been writing for a long, long time, and we appreciate him being here tonight. When I talked with him yesterday, he was eager to try to get out here. He hasn't had a chance to get out very much to share his poetry, so I'm always glad to see him get out and do his thing. So thank you, Brother Genio. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to put another call in for another poet, person with an anecdote or a nice, fun story to tell. Still trying to find my own poem in my collection I've got here. So if anyone would like to come up and take a minute to share something, Paula's shaking her head. Paula's shaking her head. Sarah, you don't have anything just yet today? Nothing today? All right.
I could read the same poem over again, but I think everyone's tired of it.
It's a good poem. It's all right. Okay, I'm going to just read something fun. This is from my friend, Miss Theola Bright.
Oh.
And I'm not sure if I can do it as well as she does it, but this will be a good time. So this is the Be Right Bed and Breakfast Rules by Miss Theola Bright. Breakfast is served between 6 and 9. Not after 10 or just any old time. This is not McDonald's that serves breakfast all day. And this is not Burger King where you can have it your way. Lunch and snacks you will have to prepare yourself. And I don't have time to cook 3 meals a day for somebody else. They used to call this room and board, but now it's called B&B. Bed and breakfast, so anytime I cook dinner for you, it's on me. I want to be through with all my cooking no later than 6. If you're not here when it's hot, a cold plate you'll have to fix. Here's a key to your door so you can have some privacy. And I have a key to your door because this is still my house, you see. But I will give you prior notice before my entry for inspection or repairs unless it's an emergency. No empty food containers or bottles cluttering up your room because that will invite little critters to come in here soon. Feel free to take your baths and showers, but I don't want to hear the running for a whole entire hour. I don't like dirty dishes in my sink, so if you dirty up some dishes, they will have to be washed by, who do you think? If you won't hook up more than 3 electronics, please let me know. Because my fuse box is on the outside and I sure don't want the fuse to blow. Now, if you break something other than bread or wind, it's yours to keep because I done bought it, my friend. Because you done bought it, my friend, excuse me. You got to take responsibility for your actions, you see. At least that's what my mama always taught me. You are welcome to have visitors. You can meet and greet in the parlor. But they can't spend the night even if they offer me a few more dollars. This is not the house that Jack built. This here is the house that the Lord built. And the Lord made me landlord, and the Lord made me steward. I made the rules to keep the peace, and that will make me happy if you should do as you should. If you do as you should. So these are the rules, and I assure you, I will be sweet. But if there's a rule you don't think you can keep, there's another B&B just up the street. All right, so that is from my friend Miss Theola Bryant. She always has the great spirit to be able to give that poem the imagination that it requires. But I've been missing her for a minute, so I wanted to just give her a chance to get some words out there in the world. All right, so with my poem being read, I'll offer now an opportunity again for any poets to come up to the table, come to the front here. And if anybody has a fun story or anecdote they'd like to share, that's also welcome as well, because we have jazz, stories, and poetry. Is there anyone else have anything else to share at this time? All right, come on up. Let's welcome them, everybody.
Hello, thank you for allowing me to be here. Thank you for this event. I do not have anything prepared. I would like to perform an experiment on everyone here if you are game. It will require for everyone to have something to write with and a piece of paper.
How big, does that have to be a big piece of paper?
A Post-it will do? Okay. We got to sit.
Okay. I'm going to say a series of words, and after each word that I say, or group of words, if you would write down the first thing that comes to mind. Sky. Old Chill Road. Marsh. Cloud. Figures. Mark's Library. peace. Bird. And now I would like to collect all of the pieces of paper, if that is okay with everyone.
It's actually perfect for those post-its, 'cause
And now I would like to read a poem that I've prepared for all of you.
I was hoping you were gonna do that.
Sun, cloud, homework, angel. Knowledge, poetry experiment. Blue clouds, books, journals. By lake, blue busy, blue calling. School, kindergarten, happiness. Cracked, puzzle. Fall, busy, slow. Relaxation. Blue, wet, stormy, trees free. Swamp parrot, marshmallow freedom. Fast favorite, mud. Wings exciting. Art. Green song, scary. Numbers. Welcoming, free.
Please share your name.
My name is Chris.
Thank you, Chris. She's doing what we're all doing, right? We're taking those words and we're turning them into something we can use, right? Very cool. All right, so we'll have just a few more minutes left, but we have some more people have come in. I know some people are working diligently on writing something new. So I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to, again, thank everybody for coming out tonight. Please feel free to enjoy the refreshments. Take as much as you would like. I can't take them home. They're not going home with me. They're not going home with Paula. So take what you like, enjoy it, and just have a good time with it. Again, if you have any questions about events that are coming up, we have one more event that's left on the schedule. We're closing the festival on Thursday night at 6:00 p.m. at Laidlaw Performing Arts Center, featuring Andrew Ayers. So I think that's all the homework I need to do for the moment.
You can tell them whenever we're gonna launch next year.
Well, sure. So our 2025 plan for Jaws Fest is the Ladies of Jazz. That's our theme, the Ladies of Jazz. And our launch date is currently May 22nd. There goes the little announcement. May 22nd, 2025 is our opening ceremony for the Ladies of Jazz, Jaws Fest 2025. So appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Be ready. Be ready. It's going to be an amazing time. We've got some great things. We've already worked on plans. So we've got some great things planned. All right. So that's going to conclude me and my schedule and the other things I've got. Let's get some other people up here to this podium.
The drawing.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to come to that in a minute. Let's get some people to this podium. So I would like to open the floor to any other poets or a person with a story they'd like to tell at this point in time. Michelle, you have something?
Hi.
Let's go ahead and welcome Michelle up to it.
Excuse me. Thank you. The first poem that I would like to recite is called Today's the Future by Michelle Yvonne Hunter, yours truly. Today's the future. Is it in you to imagine what springs well before your eyes? Should we wish? Should we wonder what we make as our surprise? What we do controls the future. It reigns in our favorite light. It controls our air tomorrow. What the future holds is bright.
All right. And so we'll open the floor to anyone else that has a poem. I understand you have a poem, Jalen? Let's welcome Jalen up to the podium. Let's welcome him.
Oh boy. So this is really nerve-wracking. I've never
It's okay, you
done
got it.
this before. So
You just saw me.
so there are times when I'm just like alone in my room, thinking back on stuff that I've been through, and I'll just take my feelings and make them rhyme. So this is just a little something I wrote called Where I Need to Be. I have things I want to do and places I want to see, doors to walk through with opportunities waiting for me. I have my own path I want to take. I call it doing my own thing. Though it may sound nice, I take a risk of losing my everything. I'm talking about you, God, the master of making a way. It never mattered how the journey started. In the end, you make everything okay. We both know I have desires, things in my heart I want to experience, but I don't want them to blind me and start making me delirious. You promised in due time I'll see it all. The promises that'll never return void. So I know that no matter what Satan tries, they will never be destroyed. So I rest my desires in your hands, the one who's the true visionary. And I'll just stay focused on you, because I'll be just as happy knowing I'm at least where I need to be.
All right. That was awesome, right? That was awesome, right?
Yes.
We know poetry comes from a place of truth and vulnerability and openness, and that's why we're always glad to have this part of our festival here. I think we have one more person that's coming up that wants to come up to the podium to share a poem, so let's welcome Ron.
Okay, so I feel like we need just a little bit more poetry here. And I feign to say that this is poetry, but again, like last time, I've written a few songs, and what I've done here is, these are just basically the lyric to the song. And so here we go. This one is something titled Shine a Light. I'm gonna have to read my scratch, so if you'll pardon me, I think we can get through this. Shine a light on the forgotten and shadows of misery. Shine a light on the hidden, upon the hidden, the eyes we never see. Shine a light on the wanderers, those who never find a home. Shine a light upon the dark side of the road, where the lost forever roam. Shine a light upon the downtrodden, how much more can they withstand? Shine a light upon the fallen, lift them up by a caring hand. Shine a light on the sorrow we never fully understand. Shine a light upon every shore, upon every grain of sand. Shine a light upon the darkness so we can find our way. Shine a light upon the blessings we take for granted every day. Shine a light on the memory of all we know and love. Shine a light upon all souls, and may that light shine from above. The second little poem is a true thing. I live in Midtown, and I met a voice came unto me. I think it was in my head, and said, "You best get living before you're gone and dead." So I stepped outdoors just to get away from the voices in my head and everything they say. I saddled up the bike and pedaled down the road, met a new friend by the tracks, and we went to her abode. Her art studio was a shed, paintings everywhere, all touched by the supple hand of this girl with the flowing hair. Just to recap that, I saddled up the bike and pedaled down the road, met a new friend by the tracks, and we went to her abode. Her art studio was a shed, paintings everywhere, all touched by the supple hand of this girl with flowing hair. We talked a while, laughter too. The evening was divine, beneath the strawberry moon, with a bottle of apple wine. Fate is a mystery we never truly understand. The turn of a tarot card, a troubled, trembling hand. As I gazed into the eyes of this girl with the flowing hair, 'twas good fortune to be with her, so wild yet so fair. We bid one another farewell as I departed on my way, a joyful memory in my heart of the friend I made today. I never saw her again. They say she couldn't stay. A butterfly in the wind, she drifted away. Many years have passed, far away too soon. A train whistle blows beneath the strawberry moon.
Awesome, awesome. So I'd just like to kind of elaborate for just a second. We've had a fantastic variety of poetry. We've had improvisation. We've had some skill. We've had some people that come in and just blow everything out the water. And we've had those that have unprepared, and those are very rare. So this is the spirit of poetry. This is what jazz brings to the table, because we know there's this true expression of yourself, the true expression of emotions, the true expressions of your capabilities and musicality, and just things that people don't realize every day that's in them that they are able to share. And so I think this is a fantastic way to kind of wrap up this series. It's just been an awesome experience. So what I want to do, yes ma'am. I think that we're going to do that really quickly, and then I'm going to be sure to first offer a chance for anyone. Let's do our winners. Let's kind of do our drawing. So we like to give things away here at Jaws Fest. We appreciate everyone coming out. Just bring it on up. Bring it on up. Bring it on up. Thank you. You're just making sure it's impartial. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Don't go far. All right. We have 2 giveaways today. The first one is going to Michelle Hunter. This is my favorite part.
He's not looking.
First base.
It's all good. And Genia O. Williams. All right, so now we've given some stuff away. I'd like to offer the floor to any other poets that'd like to share anything else. If you have another poem you'd like to tell? All right, let's welcome Michelle to the table.
The name of this poem is called My Days Are Like Rays by yours truly. Sweeter than sugar, how I love the ways you brighten my every day. That is why I love you so. Daintily singing to a very gentle one who brightens my early morning suns just to make my dark days bright. My days are like rays since you came. My time's filled with all amour. You came into my life and you added spice. I love you so. You took me to another level and you helped me to see the beauty of love, the beauty of blessings. And I love you so, I really do. I really love you because you added spice. And my God, my Lord, you're so nice, and I love you so.
All right, do we have anyone else that'd like to share this evening? Anything else to share? I think we'll wrap it up with Brother Genio. Come on, Genio, let's do your thing. Let's welcome Genio.
I might have to strain a little bit because I don't have my glasses, but we'll see. The title of the poem is At a Glance. As a boy, I was called a colored boy. My mother was called a colored woman. My father was called a colored man, and we were called colored people. The minister was a colored minister. The choir was a choir of colored singers. The teacher was a colored teacher. The policeman was a colored policeman. We are a people of assorted colors, from vanilla or cream to chocolate cover. We tease one another about being too light or too dark, like crayons in a box joined together. This country plays host to shades of hue, blending, surviving, coexisting as one. Colorful, colorful, colorful. Color folks around, color folks abound. Color folks electrociding, color folks hiding. Color folks rapping, color folks napping. Color folks shooting hoops, color folks busting loose. Color folks outdoors, color folks on board. Color folks being proper, color folks being dignified. Color folks over here, color folks over there. Color folks, color folks, color folks.
All right, y'all, so I think that's going to wrap us up. I'm getting the nods from the audience, from my team members. That's going to wrap us up. So I thank everyone for coming up. we're getting the word. I'd like to thank everybody again for coming out and sharing tonight, for being a part of this, for being a part of Jaws Fest. We're just very, very pleased to have these opportunities to share and to present these platforms for people to perform on. It's very, very important in our community for us to be able to grow and develop in this way. So I'm appreciative, and of course my co-director, Paula Webb. This wouldn't be possible without her. Let's give her a round of applause. Sure. Come in.
This just came to me, excuse me. One of the things we are learning is how to make Jaws Fest better. And if anybody has a suggestion, an idea on how we can make jazz stories and poetry special, more special next year, better next year, bring more people in, connect with more people. We are open to any and all suggestions. Please talk to one of us and we will gladly work with you. It seems like a really good crowd to really connect with that. Again, if you have any suggestions, any thoughts at all, please get in touch with us.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right, and so that's going to conclude us tonight. Please be sure you leave your feedback surveys in our box there. Do not give it to any team member, just drop it there in the box. And of course, we'll kind of gather around for some enjoying the refreshments. And again, thank you so much for coming out this evening. This has been Jazz Stories of Poetry, and we will see you on Thursday night at Andrew Ayers. Thank you so much.